What causes vocal deterioration or vocal damage over a period of time? We can all think of famous singers whom we loved. Maybe they sounded great, but for some reason their voices did not last or went noticeably downhill. I'm going to give you the 4 big reasons, and many of these reasons work together and should help you in your own singing. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. 32 years of teaching voice, 44 years of studying voice, all different styles. My students have ranged from ultra beginners all the way through advanced touring professionals, voice teachers, choral directors, and competition winners. I always give you serious vocal technique made simple and fun. Today we are talking about vocal habits over a period of time. Not obvious things like singing while sick, smoking, drinking, too much partying, shouting, screaming. We're talking about vocal habits that can cause damage or deterioration over a period of time. Reason number 1, overloading the voice, singing too big, singing too dramatically, pushing and shoving. People sometimes think this only applies to hard rock singers and, extreme styles, but this can also happen to opera singers too, such as taking on roles that are too dramatic for the voice. Anything where you're constantly pushing your voice beyond its limits, such as always singing loud, heavy belting, always singing big and dramatic songs, can just eventually make the voice wear out. And that doesn't always mean that the singing ends, but you can hear the vocal deterioration, such as a wide vibrato, a wobble. This is often caused by overloading. Or sometimes a singer may be unable to sing a clear tone. They're only able to sing gritty. Sometimes they can no longer sing softly. They only know how to muscle up the tone. The voice might be weak, which then means more pushing and shoving. So make sure to practice and train with balance, with nuance. Reason number 2, singing on what I call the squeeze, meaning a super high larynx and pressing those vocal folds together too tightly. This causes too much friction, irritation. Then the vocal folds swell up, and then how do you sing? You gotta push and shove, which was reason number 1. Too much friction, which can lead to vocal nodules, vocal polyps, or vocal hemorrhage. And I want to make a really important note here. Sometimes a singer can sound great, be sounding really exciting, and still not be singing with healthy technique. Remember, we're talking about the long-term effects on a singing voice. So, remember to sing and train with balance and pay attention to what your body tells you. See my playlist on throat tension and also on the 3 enemies of the singer. Third reason, breathy singing over a long period of time. Remember, breathy singing is very drying to the vocal folds. And the vocal folds like to be moist, not dry. So if they dry out, then how are you going to sing? Then you got to push and shove. We're back to reason number 1. Breathy singing is fine as a stylistic choice, but not as your default. See my video on breathy singing. And finally, reason number 4, inadequate rest. You could have the greatest voice in the world, but every voice needs rest. Every muscle needs rest. Many singers have grueling schedules while on tour. They may need to sing all over the world, night after night, even when they're not feeling well. Broadway singers have to sing 8 shows a week and still sound fresh. Many of you, I'm sure, practice and have gigs night after night and don't get enough rest. Quick story, I had a young man come to me for lessons. He was in his 20s and his voice was already starting to deteriorate. And when I asked him about his typical practice, he said he sings 5 hours a day in practice and in gigs. And I said, son, you are ruining your voice. With lessons, we were able to reverse the deterioration that had already started, and he adopted a reasonable practice schedule. Rest also applies to your speaking voice. Some people speak all day and they sing all night. Pay attention to what your body tells you. We don't have time to go into singing while sick, but see my video on that topic. So all of this is not meant to scare you. Rather, it's to stress the importance of good technique and balance. Healthy vocal technique never goes out of style, and you take care of your voice and your voice will be there for the rest of your life. I've been singing for 50 years and my voice is as healthy today as it was in my 20s. In fact, I think I sing better today. Maintaining your healthy and balanced vocal technique starts with vocal exercises. Now, if you still haven't gotten my audio exercise training program, Victoria's Vocal Exercise Program, I recommend that you do so right away. It's for all different voice types. Took me 2 years to put together. It's for all different styles, different levels, and I do group classes with members regularly, and it's super affordable. So see the link below and sign up. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. Your body is very smart. Be aware of what your body tells you and sing and practice with balance as you enjoy the satisfaction that singing brings. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, leave me some comments, leave me some thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on social media and continue practicing and singing with balance, enjoying the wonderful benefits that singing can bring you. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.